Sulu was described as a crack professional, the brightest and the number one graduate from Starfleet Academy from his class, and the best helmsman of Starfleet, uh, which was pretty much fitting the Asian American stereotype at that time because we were known as a very studious and hardworking group. Gene put the character in a larger context. He said the Starship Enterprise is a metaphor for Starship Earth, and the strength of the starship is in its diversity. And so he wanted to have that diversity reflected in the makeup of the crew, in the casting of the crew. And my character was supposed to represent Asia. And as you know, Uhura, um, the female communications officer, was supposed to represent Africa. But he told me the difficulty with naming a character that was supposed to represent Pan Asia was in the name, because every Asian name is nationally specific. You know, Tanaka is definitely Japanese. Kim is definitely Korean. Wong is definitely Chinese. And so, how can you say this character is Asian with a name like Wong, you know? And so, he was looking at the map of Asia and he noticed that off to the side of the South China Sea was the Sulu Sea. And he thought, aha, the waters of a sea touch all shores. And so that's how he came up with Sulu. And so when I was filming a movie on location in the Philippines, after the shoot was over, I went to a resort on the Sulu Sea on the island of Palawan. Well, first of all, that was to be a regular character, steady employment. I desperately wanted to be working regularly. But when he put the character in that kind of context, and then once we got into the series, we started reading the script. It was a quality series. It had substance. It was a weighty. I mean, it was good, rip snorting good space opera, but it was also one that had a lot of ideas, a lot of uh, uh, commentaries on issues of the time, and so I really wanted to be in it. And the character of Sulu was depicted as part of the leadership team of the Starship Enterprise, and to be working in concert with that team as a leader, and in some ways heroic. Uh, it's a wonderful opportunity, and I was just sitting on pins and needles, itching to do it. But again, that torturous period after the interview and until the phone call from the agent comes, you are made to go through this excruciating process. But the phone call came through, and I was cast. I was Sulu.